I tend not to do a lot of voiceovers because honestly, I just don't know what to talk about. But I thought I would go ahead and share my experience on how I accidentally ended up attending a cult meeting. Before I get into that, if you don't feel like listening to me talk, just mute the video. And this is just me cleaning out the fridge. I think it's a great thing to do every so often, just to make sure that it's clean, especially before you go to the grocery store. It keeps you from buying items you don't need. It's a great opportunity to make sure you don't have any expired condiments, things of that nature. And I know a lot of people like to watch those cleaning videos that are really dramatic. You have a super dirty before, and so of course the after just looks so much better. But honestly, I don't let our house get to that level of dirtiness. We have a young son. It wouldn't be fair for him to kind of live in a house that was that filthy, and I wouldn't feel comfortable, and I'm sure John wouldn't like it either, and he's always helping kind of clean and tidy as well. So I'm not going to make a mess just to make a cleaning video. I don't see the authenticity in that. So mine may not be as dramatic, but this is our life. It's real. And anyways, how I ended up accidentally attending a cult meeting. I will say that the cult name is Osho. It is known as the Love Cult. And I worked at a company that made a lot of bath and body type products, lotions, essential oils, soaps, kind of things in that area. But I had been there for around a month and a half, maybe 2 months, and the manager invited me to what was going to be a work meeting, get together. I talked to one of my coworkers and they were going, so I thought, you want to make a good impression at a new place of employment. I showed up to this meeting. There was only that one coworker there, along with my manager and his wife, and a lot of other individuals I didn't know. Well, it turns out my manager was fairly high up in the Osho cult. It was at this meeting and speaking to some other individuals that I learned that my manager's name wasn't even his real name. They assign you a new name within the cult. And they were talking about how they were looking especially to get new women members to join, and started talking about a retreat on an island. It was a really weird experience, and I was so eager to leave. It just wasn't right. It didn't seem right to me. They had you choose essential oils, and they wanted you to develop your essence so you could connect and people could smell your essence. Yeah, it's as weird as it seems. So I left the minute it seemed like a good option. And of course, after this experience, I also started looking for a different job. But when I got to work the next day, my coworkers were laughing and they go, yeah, he's super involved in Osho. Again, weirdest thing I've ever been to. But if you were ever curious how somebody accidentally ends up at a cult meeting, that's how I found myself at one.